Can literary criticism ever be truly objective? In recent discussions, the literary world is buzzing with a pressing question. Can literary criticism ever be truly objective? This topic is gaining traction as readers and critics alike seek clarity in their interpretations. With the rise of diverse voices in literature, understanding the nature of criticism is more relevant than ever. Literary criticism involves analyzing and interpreting texts, but the debate over objectivity continues. Objectivity suggests judgments free from personal feelings or biases. However, literature often invites subjective responses shaped by individual experiences, cultural background, and historical context. One perspective argues that literary works possess aesthetic properties that evoke unique experiences for each reader. This view implies that interpretation relies on the perceiver's engagement with the text rather than fixed criteria. For instance, phenomenology in aesthetics posits that the meaning of a work is tied to the reader's experience, which varies from person to person. Another viewpoint, known as intentionalism, holds that the author's intent determines meaning. However, this theory faces challenges because authorial intent can be ambiguous or even irrelevant. This is especially true when the author is absent or the work is created by artificial intelligence. Additionally, an author may unintentionally include elements that influence interpretation beyond their original purpose. Some critics argue that meaning arises from cultural, linguistic, and artistic conventions rather than solely from the author or the reader. This suggests that shared conventions provide a framework for more consistent evaluations. However, these conventions evolve over time and differ across cultures. Formalism focuses exclusively on the text's features, such as structure, style, and language, without considering authorial intent or reader response. This method attempts a more objective stance by analyzing the text as an independent entity. Yet, even formalist analysis can be influenced by the critic's theoretical preferences or cultural assumptions. The presence of multiple, often conflicting viewpoints in literary criticism complicates claims to objectivity. The concept of multiperspectivity acknowledges that stories and their interpretations can be presented through various, sometimes contradictory, lenses. This reflects diverse values and experiences. While literary criticism strives for rigor and fairness, complete objectivity is challenging. Interpretation inherently involves human perception, cultural context, and individual judgment. Critics can aim for transparency in their methods and awareness of biases. However, the subjective nature of literature means that criticism will always include some element of personal or cultural influence.